Hey guys, I'm no expert by any means, but here are a few things that help me with my grip and recoil control in pistol shooting. When I first started shooting this pistol, my thumb supported grip was looking something like that, which actually didn't allow me to to control the gun really well. Instead of focusing on this area and looking my hand all the way forward, what I do is I just focus on feeling this area with the heel of my palm and applying equal and pretty big pressure to my other hand with my support hand. What I'm going here for is get as much soft material of my hand into the features of the gun. You will feel it, like when it feels it and when your hand is dry, you will feel that you basically won with the gun now. Oh, won with the gun. Sounds cool, right? But yeah, you basically want to feel all the little gaps, and this is why stippling works, because you basically drive all your soft skin, all your features into gun features. That's thing number one. How I worked on it was just in live fire, I tried different grips, and I figured out I need as much contact surface as possible. And actually this stippling doesn't help at all anymore. So if I just go for my normal grip right now, my thumb doesn't even use it. Like it's more resting on my slide lock. What really helped though is stippling the trigger guard on the bottom, because fingers go like, there you go. They go like that, and I kind of try to push my support index finger this way, so it really grabs all these grooves of my ugly ass stippling. That's one thing. Second, this is probably a common known thing, but never lock your arms. I was shooting like this first, it's total bullshit, never do it. Actually never lock any of your joints. What you want is a similar thing what you want in running. Like, you know how running on the heels, when you first land on the heel, it's actually a very stupid and retarded idea, because you get all the shock in your knee immediately and you don't use your calf muscles. You want to use as much muscles as possible. So they must be not relaxed, they must be flexed, but definitely nowhere near end of range of motion. Because when recoil happens, I'm Ukrainian now. When recoil happens, you want all the muscles here, 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 chest, fucking everything. You want that to work to compensate for recoil. Okay, so grip covered. You just want to, and people say like 70% with your left hand, 30% with your 30% with your right hand, 70% with your left hand. Bullshit. You want to establish a good high grip, as always, with your main hand. Get forward to back, front to back pressure on the grip of your gun. Then move that thumb out of the way. Get your support hand. Get nice contact surface with trigger guard and with your fingers of your dominant hand. Fill the gap with skin. You want as much skin touching the gun as possible. Apply pressure from left to right if you're left-handed. And kind of now use your left hand. It really helped me after I started shooting and dry firing rifle more. Use your left hand as kind of like, I would say, if you have a rear wheel drive car, you want to use your left hand as your front wheels that basically steer you and show you where you want to go, and your right hand as just kind of following that, I guess. Definitely not providing power. You do want to focus on the grip with your left hand. Why? And don't think about 70-30, like that's bullshit. Think about having as much grip coming from your left hand as possible and focus on that. That will allow you two things. First, you can aim with your left hand. Second, you will actually get more and more pressure in your in your grip, and that's a good thing. And it must be not painful. You must, but here's the difference between bad pain and good pain. So there must be no bad pain and good pain, just ignore it. Good pain is pain coming from your skin. I don't give a shit about your skin, and you should neither. So forget about the skin. Bad pain coming from joints. If you applying a lot of pressure with your fingers, you will most likely lock up your joints. You don't want to do that. They must be not relaxed, they must be flexed, but they must not feel pain. If you start feeling pain in your joints, it means you're developing an injury right now. You need to adjust something, like relax, adjust your grip, do something with it. Okay, grip, how to lock, all that covered. Second, conditioning. Seriously, you need to work out to shoot a handgun. Like, there's no doubt about it. The more mass you put behind your handgun, the less recoil you will feel. And if you put that mass into muscles, then you can actually use these muscles to control your gun. You don't really need to muscle it out, kind of like force it. That will lead to you know, gripping. What you want to do instead is just kind of like flex, natural, athletic stance, just driving the gun where it needs to go. Now, exercises that I personally use that help me a lot. That thing actually, this one is rated 250. It's probably like 220. That's Chinesium stuff. I cannot grip it. Like, I really suck. And these are hard to, you know, train regularly with, because it's kind of like boring thing and you don't bring this to the gym or whatever. Plus, it gives you this dynamic exercise, which should help, but it's not really what you're doing with a handgun. With a handgun, you're just gripping it and you're just static. So what I use instead, I just lift weights. And a few exercises that really helped me were focused on shoulders. Well, biceps and triceps a little bit too, and I'm only starting doing like chest, and chest helps a lot too. Basically, you want to build a good, powerful upper body. So a few exercises that I liked was, so you just get the dumbbell, barbell, how do you call it? I don't know, the weight, and you do this. This kind of makes these muscles, a little bit chest. So this, other hand too. For deltas, you know, standard stuff. Then my new favorite exercise is combined biceps plus deltas, shoulder, and triceps is you start like that, you bring it to your shoulder, and you push it rotating up. Regular chest press, angled chest press. How do you call it, chest press? Not a native English speaker, I'm sorry. Exercises wise, that's it. Probably. Well, you can figure it out. Basically, you need to build muscles everywhere here, so you can drive the gun better. Then, last but not least, is dry fire. Dry fire is everything. Dry fire is my main training, and live fire comes only in two things. It's either competition, where you just test your skills, or it's a live fire training, where you just verify your dry fire. One of the good things for recoil control in dry fire, which is strange, but basically what happens, you're looking at the target, you have your follow through going, bang, gun goes in recoil, your follow through is still going. Now there could be two things. You either go back to the same target, which you feel where it is, or you go to another target, which you look at. Really, it kind of is the same shit. You always look at the target. What you do is you recover your sight picture. All you do is you recover your sight picture. You just want to keep aiming at the target after the shot breaks. You just keep aiming at it. So two drills that really help with that is this. you go to for center of the popper, then mini popper, popper, mini popper. So you have this bumpy action going on. That looks like that. It's kind of similar what you would do if you're shooting straight. Can you see that? If you're shooting straight plate rack, because your gun goes up with recoil. There's no recoil in dry fire, so if it doesn't go up, you just push it down like that. Except you don't have that motion in live fire ever, but whatever. It helps. Second thing that really helps, actually, it's kind of two things. It's draw and reload, speed reload and fast draw. Why? Because it's kind of the same motion. It's not the same motion. It's kind of the same principle of getting your gun back on target that you already acquired visually, and then you just need to have sights on as fast as possible, especially with reloads. I really like the 4 alphas drill. It's not very useful in live fire, really. You just waste a lot of ammo and you reload a bunch of times. But in dry fire, it's really nice. You have 2 shots, then you go for reload, and you have to reacquire everything pretty much. So my reload goes like this: good grip, shot, follow throw, shot, follow throw. Now left hand goes for the shirt, right hand readjusts the grip to press the button. Left hand still goes. Now the mag is dropping, I readjust my grip again. On this gun, I pretty much can keep my grip as it is. On 1911, I really have to kind of like flip it a little bit. I don't really flip it, it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like that. Then it adjusts the grip again. At this time, I probably started lifting my shirt, getting the mag, and I really have the grip that's basically good enough for firing. Then mag comes in, goes in, reacquire the grip with the support hand, and now the main thing that really helps with recoil control, you reacquire your sight picture, sight alignment. It's more like gun alignment really, because your sights, after you dry fire a lot, they kind of become a virtual, holographic thing just somewhere, and you totally become able to just stare at something and just drive your gun there without really moving anything except your hands in the gun. So if you were shooting at this target, your sight is still there, just your gun is not there. You just need to realign your gun with your virtual sights. So reloads, draw, dry fire drill, grip, conditioning, what else? Oh yes, shooting by itself is conditioning, especially if you shoot one-handed. Especially if you shoot shit like 40 with factory loads that Leos use for training, the purple stuff, and you have a plastic gun. Just shoot one-handed, shoot left-handed, shoot right-handed, vice versa. I mean, right-handed, left-handed. I'm retarded. The recoil itself, if you don't have pain in your joints, will provide enough muscle tension to actually kind of be a workout. So if you shoot like a lot in a short period of time, you will feel how your muscles start feeling sore, It's a workout by itself. I guess that's all I can say about that. Hope that helps.